What is up, people of all different types of ages, races, genders, and yes, even you other species out there watching this video. My name is Omega Pro, and holy shit, it feels really good to be a Dragon Ball or Dragon Ball Z fan, whatever you want to call yourselves. It feels really good to be one right now because it seems like every episode of Super just keeps getting better than the last one, and we got the best episode so far, episode 37 of Dragon Ball Super. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, Vegeta versus Cabbage Patch. This entire episode was flaming, okay? When I say flaming, I mean, I'm not talking Vegeta flaming. I'm talking flaming like my hot Cheetos, you know what I'm saying? I always make that comparison, and that's what I gotta say one time for the 12th time. Okay, so we saw my main man, Cabbage Patch, go up against Vegeta. And this whole fight it wasn't really like close. There were a lot of awesome fucking moments. Easily the best fight in the tournament so far. But we all knew that Vegeta had this in the bag from the get. Like, you know, it's very obvious that Cabbage Patch is a little bit inexperienced. He didn't even know how to turn Super Saiyan until Vegeta sort of showed him the way. And what we saw here in this episode was a little bit of like a mentorship going on between Vegeta and Cabbage Patch. And I really liked seeing that. It was something that like we haven't seen in like forever. Like we haven't seen like a Saiyan really learn the ways of his power and learn how he works as a Saiyan, and he's learning all this new stuff. Like there were some early translations that came out, Vegeta saying, you know, make sure you keep in mind all that anger because that's what's gonna help you become a Super Saiyan. You know, saying stuff like, don't bow down to me in the middle of a fight, you know, you don't have your pride or whatever, and all that shit. Like it was just like really awesome to see this, and seeing Cabbage Patch go Super Saiyan and go full out on Vegeta was just crazy because Vegeta said that he was going to destroy Cabbage Patch's planet, and then Cabbage Patch went all like, I won't let you fuck my friends! Yeah! And that whole thing happened, and that shit was just fucking crazy to me, man. Seeing this whole fight transpire was like watching Dragon Ball Z. You know, it brought back some of the feeling I got when I used to watch Dragon Ball Z as a kid. I was literally sitting here just like geeking out and freaking out over this episode, just like I was a kid watching Super or watching Z for the first time. Like I got that feeling again, and Super has hit that like a few times, barely scratching the surface, but this like went full on, and I really felt it, and it was just dope. And then when Vegeta goes Super Saiyan Blue, just to show him like the difference between the two of them, like he's like, okay, you went Super Saiyan, congratulations, this is what we really are, this is what a Saiyan can truly become, and just straight up in one punch ends him. And then he sprinkles the water on him, and then they have like a little almost like father-son-ish kind of moment there, and then I know Trunks was in the back like, oh well, all right, Dad, I guess I'll just go fuck myself. But it don't matter, because Vegeta got a new son, one that isn't annoying like you. Trunks, I'm sorry. I have a lot of personal problems with my boy Trunks. I'm sorry, okay? But Cabbage Patch looking like the man of the century right now. What an amazing episode this was. Cobb looking like a really great character. I'm really liking to see how he's gonna transform or just keep progressing throughout the series. I'm very interested to see what sort of natural progression he's going to be taking, and it honestly kind of looks like Vegeta might take him under his wing a little bit and teach him the ways of a Saiyan, and that would be really fucking awesome. This whole interaction makes me feel like there's going to be a lot more to Super after this tournament. I know a lot of people have been sort of debating on whether or not this tournament will be the last we see of Dragon Ball Super, but I really don't think so. I think it's going to keep going on and on and on. And honestly, this whole relationship that Vegeta and Cabbage Patch just built up real quick kind of solidifies that for me. Now, of course, it could be just a spur of the moment kind of thing. They're just sort of trying to make you care for the moment, and then it's all going to end. But I feel like that would be a waste of some good character and character development and progression. I'd really like to see them go full force with that and be like, okay, here we go. The tournament is over. You know, Frost is a little bitch-ass bitch. We don't know anything about it yet, other than what we saw in the preview, which I'll talk about in a little bit here. But we know that Cabbage Patch seems like a really cool and honest dude. You know what I mean? And I would like to see Vegeta train him more, almost like a Goku Oob kind of thing, like see more of that, but more in depth. But yeah, that was essentially the whole episode. Really amazing. If you guys haven't seen it, you got to. The animation was just the animation was really good in this episode. A big fan of that. Looked beautiful, like when Vegeta was holding Cabba, for example, and the super extreme close-up on Vegeta's face was just powerful, okay? But that's not all we saw. Of course, we saw the episode 37 preview. Vegeta going up against Hit in the next episode, and this looks like it's going to be just a complete wash. It looks like Hit is just going to ruin this man. One thing that my buddy Rhymestyle said is, you know how Whis was sort of trying to teach Goku and Vegeta how to fight without really thinking about it too much? It's like sort of being like effortless and free-flowing. He thinks that Hit actually mastered that, and looking at Hit and the way he fights and the little bit of what we saw in the preview, I can see it. I honestly see that. I can see Hit just being like completely like just calm, free flowing, and just doing all this devastating damage without really too much of a second thought. This is evidenced by just how he just always seems so calm and collected. When this whole fight was going on, the only thing that made him open his eyes was when he saw Vegeta go Super Saiyan Blue. Also, they refer to it as Super Saiyan Blue in Dragon Ball Super, so boom, we got some confirmation. Super Saiyan Blue, not Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan. But what I also wanted to talk about real quick, the look that Goku gave Hit. I know I'm not the only one that saw that and got fucking amped, okay? When I saw that little interact, it was like the slightest thing, the slightest interaction between the two. Just that look, I was just like, boy, that is some power, okay? Woo! That was my roundup and review of Dragon Ball Super episode 37. It was amazing. What did you guys think of the brand new episode? Let me know in the comment section down below. If you want to see more Dragon Ball Super discussions and stuff like that, please consider leaving a like rating and letting me know by either tweeting at me at twitter.com/OmegaProYT or just letting me know in the comment section down below. My name is Omega Pro. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm going to catch you in the next video. Peace.